So I've watched a lot of Multiversus tier lists, and they're all wrong. So welcome to the GamaFlight Ultimate Multiversus tier list definitive edition director Snyder cut. Number 1, Batman. I'm Batman. Playing a good Batman with the 3x triple jump can be pretty devastating, but as a simple brawler whose best move is clearly the up special cape hit, we'll give him the honors of being a B for Batman. Personally, I don't find Batman to be that annoying, not like this next idiot, who even with the season 1 nerfs is still S tier. Bugs is hard to hit. The amount of special moves that this guy has, I mean, he's still a problem to deal with, so he's obviously S tier. We all knew that. And next is Wonder Woman. Recently, I've been trying to grind her, and she's not as bad as I thought. I think it all goes back to when I was watching Nakat at EVO 2022. He kind of opened my eyes to what she can be capable of. But even with that, she's classified as a tank, where I think Wonder Woman, the Amazon, fits more as a bruiser. I like her, and if you would have asked me last week whether she was good or not, I would have put her in D. But getting to actually play her more and understand her moveset, I mean, she's at least a B. All right, Finn. All right, I feel like Finn is the first character that a lot of people gravitate towards because he's pretty easy to use, not only for his speed, but he's got a lot of knockback power shots. He was nerfed a little bit, but I still think he's A tier because, like I said, speed kills and the backspin is still stupidly overpowered. Garnet is C tier. She was the first person that I mained, but her lack of moves make it really easy to just spam the punch, punch, punch power. Her rocket hands are super short distance. She does have the armor going for her when she's powering up, but for me, it's the mobility. She's not very fast, and she's a very short range brawler. So against characters that are able to keep her at bay, I would say she's absolutely useless. All right, let's just get this one out of the way. Iron Giant, you suck, bro. I mean, his hitbox is huge. Speed, terrible. I'm absolutely destroying this guy on Tree Fort because his head sticks out from the bottom floor. I will say he can be devastating if you 2-stack him against a team, but even then, the guy's at 100 damage within 10 seconds of a fight. I'd say out of everyone, he's a one character that needs a lot of buffs. But for right now, he's trash, and I hate getting him as a teammate. All right, let's do a controversial one. Steven Universe is an A tier. I mean, honestly, he's close to being an S tier. I wouldn't have said that if I haven't absolutely gotten bodied by really good Steven players. I think he's a one player where you can really be strategic with where you put your stupid shields. Yes, they're stupid and I hate them, but goddammit, I respect them. I think he's a great support. I just dread having to team up with like a level 7 Steven. But once you start seeing those level 15 and up ones, they know exactly what they're doing and it feels pretty nice. All right, next we got Lebron James in a D tier. I mean, he's literally an experimental character. The developers don't know what to do with them. I know what to do with them in game. Completely destroy him. If you ask me, buff LeBron, make him a mage, let him get more creative with the basketball, but figure out what you want to do with them. Don't make him experimental. For now, he's D tier for me. You LeBron players out there might be doubting that, but just know I start salivating when the opposing team picks LeBron. All right, next is Shaggy, and to me, he's one of the easiest characters to pick up and use. You talk about your basic brawler in any type of video game, and Shaggy has those moves, only because he's not overpowered and he's not underpowered, but he's perfect for any new player to learn. I really like using him, but overall, compared to other people on the list, I feel like there's stronger characters that can counter him pretty easily, and that's where Harley Quinn comes in. A tier, easy. These assassins, man, they're so fast. You can lay down a quick and nasty combo with Harley. Her up hit is just as quick and easy to use to knock people out, especially because you can aim her down special, which works like a charm on the edge of the map. Her overall body of work just makes her an easy A tier for me. No question. I know Velma was nerfed in the recent patch, but that doesn't change the fact she's still an S tier character. I mean, it's the constant pressure of projectiles and her stupid mega horn and the cop car. Like, what? What other character gets to build up to a special like that? And don't get me started on Iron Giant's mech, it's trash. I think she can be nerfed a little bit more. She's still a little too game breaking for me. And honestly, I don't like playing against the Velma. I mean, she's good. Hell, she's great. Speaking of great, that's one thing that Taz is not. I mean, Taz would be C tier for me if not for the short range of his attacks. I get it, he's a brawler, and turning people into a roast chicken is kind of entertaining. He's very easy to use. He's very easy to counter and deal with. I don't think that makes for stronger than a D ranking. And that leads me to our next assassin on the list. Now, I know Arya was buffed in the patch, but for me personally, Arya is C tier. And the reason being is because I feel she's a worse Finn. She's probably a step slower than him, and about the only thing she has going for her is her up special into a double hit. Yes, you can spam it and knock people out the top, but I think that's all she really has going for her. They still have a long way to go to kind of figure out how the stealing people's faces works. There really isn't a benefit to becoming another character for one hit, so I don't know if they keep buffing her maybe, but right now she's C tier. Reindog is B tier for me. Honestly, to me, Reindog feels like an all-around character rather than just a support. He's incredibly powerful. His down tail whip is strong as hell. He basically has a mage's ability. He can shoot the fireball and the star, and if you're linked with your teammate, anyone in between starts taking damage. I would think down the road they change him to a mage instead of a support, but for right now I think he's a good B tier character. Super easy to get 350, 400 damage games with him on the regular, and I think being an original Multiversus creation, they probably have more ideas in the works to make him a better character overall, but we'll see, time will tell. All right, we're getting down on the wire here. Next is Tom and Jerry. I think he's easily an A tier. I don't think there's much I need to explain off of why. We're talking pan bonks over the head, fishing poles to the dome, and a super strong rocket you can control. Good stuff, easy, quick. Superman, the last tank. For me, he's A tier, easily the best tank in the whole class because he really does feel like a tank. He can suck up a high amount of damage. I love the mid-air catches he can do, either to drop you up, left, right, down, or when he's flying straight at you. And he's fun to use. He's got laser vision, ice breath to slow enemies. I don't ever see a Superman with a crazy high amount of damage, but they can easily KO opponents. I mean, quite simply, he's just the Man of Steel. And if you know me and you've seen my other videos like the one linked above, Jake is going S tier. It's not even a question. He can stick, move, drop a house on you, extend, punch you in the face, stretch out and catch you midair to knock you out, turn into a horse out of nowhere and knock you out. I'm super biased because I love Jake. For right now, you can't convince me that he's not an S tier character based off of his moveset alone. For me, he's an S tier character. Bonus round, let's do the people that were announced for this season. Black Adam, I think, is going to be a tank, but he's going to be a B tier character. I'm guessing he's going to have a lot of electric powers, so it'll be a little bit different from Superman just grabbing you and knocking you out of the map. Black Adam might drop like a powerful thunderbolt. Either way, I don't think he'll be broken, but he will be a B tier character. It's confirmed Morty's going to be a brawler, but I think he's going to be a C tier brawler. He might have some fun moves, especially with all the gadgets he can get from Rick, so he's definitely going to be better than Taz, but probably not as good as Shaggy. I honestly don't know how they're going to incorporate Stripe into the game. I don't know if he's going to be like a brawler, a mage, a support. And with that being said, I think Stripe's going to be a D tier character. They're probably going to have to figure out how to incorporate him. Hopefully he's not experimental, but I mean, I've watched Gremlins every year for like the past 20 years, so I just don't get where he'd kind of fit in this world and what kind of powers he's going to be shooting out. And last, we're going to get Rick. He's going to be a mage and he's going to be overpowered. Rick is going to be broken in the game. There's no way they don't make him the strongest character. In Rick and Morty, he's pretty much a god, an infinite multiversal god. So to be anything less than an S tier character, I think will be disappointing. Either way, that does it for me. They're adding 4 new characters on top of the ones we already have in season 1, and I can only imagine what characters are left to be picked for season 2, 3, so on and so forth. Until then, we'll see you out there.